Are you wondering about the real estate market in Kensington these days? Well, that's what we're talking about today. So let's dive right in. Today's October 21st, 2020, and as Montgomery County stays on hold in phase 2 of reopening, I'm keeping a careful eye on what's happening with Kensington real estate. Today we'll go through an overview of the September numbers for Kensington so you can get a sense of what's been going on in the local real estate market for the past month. I've also included numbers for September of 2019. That'll help you get a little perspective about how it compares to a year ago. Total active properties? This year, 21. Last year, 52. That's a decrease of 59%. New pendings, 30 this year, 19 last year. So that's an increase of 57%. New listings, 35 this year, 47 last year. So that's a decrease of 25%. Expired, withdrawn, and canceled properties, 11 this year, 8 last year. So that's a 38% increase. And total settled properties, 34 this year, 12 last year. That's a 183% increase. So as you can see, the active inventory has continued to slide down. It's decreased 59% year over year. New listings coming on the market have decreased year over year by 25%. There was a big bump up in new listings over August of 2020, but that's partly the normal seasonal variation. Lots of people hold off in August to put their houses on the market. Even in a pandemic, people still want to go on vacation. If you look at it in the longer term, supply continues to dwindle. Demand, on the other hand, has remained strong. New pendings show an increase year over year of 57% and month over month as well. I've definitely noticed an increase in seller inquiries over the past 45 to 60 days. But they don't really seem to be converting to new listings yet. The seesaw is still firmly in the seller's favor, and houses that are attractively priced and show well are selling quickly and often with multiple offers. Now, let's take a quick look at the days on market and list to sell ratios for the month of September. Median days on market for sold properties was 6. Median days on market for active under contract properties, 38. For pending properties, 13. And the list to sell ratio was 100.2%. For a little bit of perspective, the days on market for sold properties in September of 2019 was 27 days. So that's a decrease of 77% year over year. Now we'll go over median sales price, year over year and year to date. Median sales price year over year was $611,050 this year, $515 last year. So that's an increase of 18%. But the year-to-date numbers, 651 versus 611, is a 6.5% increase. So the year-over-year numbers jumped up dramatically, but the year-to-date numbers are a bigger statistical sampling and not as easily skewed. Whenever I talk to people, they always want to know, how's the market? Well, the strong seller's market that we've seen for all of 2020 continues, and the month of September hasn't really shown us any dramatic change. I'll be watching to see how things change, but at 0.78 months worth of active inventory on the market, it's got a long way to go to being a balanced market, or certainly to being a buyer's market. As I said before, September's a month when sellers who were waiting to put their house on the market usually jump in, and that tends to push inventory numbers up. But as we've seen, 2020 is anything but a normal real estate market. A lot of new listings came on the market, but most of them were quickly snapped up. Of course, things could change as we move into the fall. We could see a more balanced market or even a buyer's market in the future. If the economy turns in a negative direction and buyer confidence is impacted, that'll certainly change the dynamics of the real estate market. If you're interested in a bigger picture overview with some economic predictions from a variety of experts, click here to see my recent video about real estate trends in 2020. Our local real estate market continues to show strength, largely driven by the huge imbalance between supply and demand. As we head further into the fall, I'll watch the trends carefully and see how the buyers and sellers continue to move through the 2020 real estate market. If you feel like you're ready to buy or sell, there are certainly opportunities out there, especially if you're a seller. If you're in a position where maybe you're not ready yet, well, it's a good time to start planning so that when you're comfortable moving forward, you'll be ready. You may think to yourself, well, it's too early, but I can tell you the whole process always takes longer than people expect, and you're better off being ready a little early than too late. If you'd like to see my recent video about staging a house to sell, click here. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel so you get updates as they come out, click there. If you have any questions for me, my contact information is below, or you can leave a message in the remarks. Take care and stay safe.